Hey, I'm back. Still sipping on a Coke. Had a little bit left, so I was like, I'd still like to talk to you. Guess you're gonna hopefully, if the weather holds out and you guys aren't completely stuck or surrounded in where you're at, you'll be able to go and see your grandma and grandpa for Christmas. You guys can have a nice Christmas, I hope. Christmas is not a time of the year that your old man likes. I am not. In the very best of times, I have always despised Christmas. I love giving gifts and stuff. I just prefer to do it all the time instead of being forced to do it on a certain day when I don't have any specific money to do it. So, Christmas has always been a bummer for me. There's actually quite a bit more to my dislike of Christmas, but that's a pretty heavy story. And it involves my childhood trauma, which is important enough to me to be aware of it and want to make sure that you don't suffer in those same kind of ways. That's why it's important to me to be doing this at least, and keep it in touch and letting you know that I think about you all the time. And I've been a little spotty about leaving these records, but I think I'm gonna probably be a little bit more motivated now. I think it's more important to do it, and it doesn't matter to me when you see them, as long as you get to see them sometime. I hope you do. Yeah, because I don't know. There's lots of stuff I want to share with you, and depending on what kind of mood I'm in when I come on, who knows what the topics could be. You could always, I don't know, if we ever communicate, you could always send topics that you'd like me to talk about. Maybe I could find some of my old, way back in the day, I wrote a bunch of funny Christmas carols. I think 3 or 4 of them. And I rewrote "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" from the perspective of a meth trailer park, and it was kind of funny too. I suppose it was bigoted in its own way. However, at the time, it was a pretty good effort. I rewrote "Do You Hear What I Hear?" Oddly enough, one of my favorite Christmas songs from way back. I think I was introduced to that Christmas song in grade 6. In our choir for our Christmas program. So grade 6 was the last year of elementary school for me, and I had a teacher named Mrs. Chalice, if you could believe that. Ooh, she was bitter, and English, and didn't much care for, I don't know, kids maybe. Sure didn't like me very much. She really disliked me because my writing was messy. We were taught to print, and then we were taught to cursive write, and I guess I got them mixed up, and my writing and printing just sort of blended into some kind of mess that nobody could read. Not even me, by the way, so I'm not blaming them. But yeah, we were in the choir, and she didn't like me, but I could sing. I actually could sing pretty good. And we got to sing this beautiful song, "Do You Hear What I Hear?" And it was a really nice Christmas carol, and it was always my favorite from that day on. Of course, I rewrote it into some perverse other situation, and hopefully I'll get a chance to sing that to you. That's all I want to do. But I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. Boom. He's got lots of gifts for you. But it's never enough, so go ahead and complain. Bet you, what's Grandma doing, you think? A ham for Christmas? Yum, yum, yum. Ham's a man. Gotta love ham. If you want to know, I have plans to go over to the Mad Butcher. I have ordered a pre-stuffed chicken. And I am going to make that with some cranberry sauce and honestly, I want to go mashed potatoes, but baked potatoes are just so much easier when you're doing a chicken. So I'll probably just go baked potatoes and mash them up. Just eat them like that. A little creamed corn, cranberry sauce, and sourdough for sandwiches. Boy. So it's going to be pretty basic, but it's going to be all mine. And the last time I got a chicken, I used to have Gracie here to help me eat it, and we would eat a whole one together, but I don't know. I know I can freeze the breast meat pretty easy if it's looking like it's going to be too much to finish. Most of the time I can eat a whole chicken in a day or two, though. They are delicious. And they're stuffing it for me, so it's just like in the oven, fresh. Throw a few potatoes in there. One of the things I got quite a few of this year was carnival squash, and they were amazing. Oh, I was looking after my sister's dog, Sadie. I cooked one of these carnival squash along with a lamb. No, not lamb. I don't like lamb. A pork loin. A pork loin and veggies and all this other stuff. Honest to goodness, she was nuts for that carnival squash. I couldn't believe it. She just would not stop coming in for that. More so than the pork even. She just wanted that. It's really easy to cook. Anyway, I think I got as many. I think I cooked 4 this year, which was way better than I did last year. I got one last year, but they were about $2, less than $2 a piece for a squash. You cut it in half, dig it out, throw a little butter in there, and a brown sugar cube. Cook it in beside the roast. Oh man, it's great. It's way better than mashed potatoes. It tastes quite a bit like yams, only candied yams without having to do all the work of candying them yams. So it's good stuff. All right, another sip here. My little Jack plastic cups. Up. Hey, I wish I was fighting you for this last sip of Coke. I miss you, Jack. There it goes. All right. I'm going to cut off these videos, tell you I love you, I miss you. And, well, I don't think we'll resolve any of this before Christmas, but I will keep leaving you messages and wishing you a nice, happy holiday, okay, babe? Baby bear? That's it. Baby bear? That's what I meant to say. My sweet bear. Just like Gracie. Okay, miss you. And, boop, stop recording.